Okay, had in mind going for a completely different project, but I was at my local hobby shop yesterday and decided to pick up this combo kit from Bandai. Now, I've already built the Star Destroyer from this kit. This is the little mecha kit, winds up about that long. The biggest reason I picked this up was for the Super Star Destroyer, as depicted here on the box art, and depicted here in a bunch of rather small parts. But as you can see, oh good, the camera is picking it up. This thing, now when it's built, it might measure 8 to 10 inches long. But as you can see, this thing is just going to be packed with detail. I mean, look at the underside. Just in that opening, all the detail there. The detail up here is going to be built up from all of these parts. And of course, I have the advantage of actually having a printed instruction sheet instead of the one printed on the inside of the box. Not expecting the build itself to take very long, so I'm going to go ahead and get to it. Alright, I'll apologize for shaky cam. As you can see, assembly is finished. I'll go in and hit this thing with a black wash to bring out the amazing amount of detail in this. But this is how it looks raw. The only major seam is that one right there, coming between the two hull plates. And truth be told, I'll forgive them for that. When you look at the sheer mass of detail built into this. This superstructure, I mean, that bridge, apologize for the shaking, that bridge would be the same size as one found on an Imperial class Star Destroyer, to give you an idea of the scale of this beast. But I mean, the superstructure here, you're looking at probably close to 10 pieces. Popped together, stacked together. And then another, 6 or 7 pieces of the engine. So yeah, I want to give kudos to Bandai for pulling this off. All right, I'm going to apologize for the lack of in-progress pics on this, but let's face it, build time was maybe 25-30 minutes. There are only a couple areas where you really have to make sure you get clean on the sprue, but with the wash in place, we have our finished Super Star Destroyer from Bandai. As you can see, the wash really brought out the detail in this thing. If I can make my camera focus on it. I mean, you would think, based off the detail, that this is a much, much larger model than it is. I mean, I'm still amazed at the detail they've packed into this. But this little guy, you're looking all of maybe 7.5 inches from tip to tip. Turned out really well. The only real seam issues right there, where it transitions from the back to the front, But, you know, when you consider how small this thing is, the fact that's the only seam that shows, I'm going to give kudos to Bandai's engineers again. And before I start rambling, I'm going to stick some stills at the end of this, and thank you all for watching.